In this lesson, we're gonna add routing to the React application. What we're gonna do is to create a route for the home screen and another route for product screen. When user click on a product, we redirect user to another component named product screen, and inside that we show the slug in the URL. This lesson is about installing React Router DOM and configuring routes for different pages, and for next lesson we improve the product details screen. To get the source code of this lesson, go to the repository on GitHub, go to commits and select video 6 add page routing to compare your code with mine. If you are ready, let's get to code. Here is the plan to add routing to the React application. First of all, we need to install React Router DOM. This package enables routing in React application. To install it, just copy this and go back to the VS Code, open your terminal, click on plus icon to create a new terminal, go to front-end folder, and then paste it here. Press enter. After installing React Router DOM, we are ready to use it. In their website at this address, you can find the sample code to use React Router DOM. We are going to use this pattern in our project. First of all, we need to create a browser router, and inside that use routes component, and inside routes define the routes for this project. Let's go for it. Go to app.js and wrap the whole app component inside browser router. Define browser router, cut the closing tag and move it at the very end right here. Save the file and it's gonna be like this. Let's import browser router as a named import from React Router DOM. The next step is gonna be defining routes. Right after main, define routes. It's coming from React Router DOM, so by pressing tab, it's gonna be auto-imported from React Router DOM, and inside that, I'm going to define the first route. Press tab to import route from this package. For route, we need to define two attributes. The first attribute is the path that user enter in the URL. For home screen, we need to define a component that responds to this path. To do that, define element, attribute, and set it to a JSX. I'm gonna set it to home screen and close it. Save the file. Here we need to define home screen. Go to Explorer, inside src, define a folder for screens, and inside that define home screen, new file, home screen.js. Here we need to define a functional component, define function home screen, and inside that return this div home screen. Save the file and we need to export it. Export default home screen. Inside app.js, we need to import home screen, press Ctrl space and press tab to auto import it in your app.js. Save the file and let's check the result. We are getting this error. Let's fix the typo. In browser, it's browser, and fix it in the import and save it. And also in the closing tag right here. After this, let's check the result. As you see, we have home screen here. What we're gonna do is to move all content here in the home screen route. Let's do that. Inside app.js, cut heading 1 to the end of the div, go to the home screen and get rid of content in home screen and paste it right here. Press Ctrl space to import data, save it, and here is the new code in home screen. Go back to app.js, save the file here, and let's check the result. It is similar to the result of previous lesson, but this time we have defined a route and our code is modular. I mean, we can define another screen, let's say for product screen. When user click on a link, we're gonna show the product details here. For now, if I click on a link, the URL has been changed, but as you see, there is no data here because there is no route to respond to this path. I'm going to define a new route that has product as a prefix, and the slug of product is a parameter. Let's define it. Above this route, define another route, set path to /product/. At this point, I'm going to define the parameter. Use colon to define a parameter and then enter the name of parameter. I'm gonna set it to slug. And the element that responds to this is product screen, and close the route. It's time to define product screen. Again, go to screens folder, right click, new file, and define product screen.js. Inside that, define product screen function, and at the end, export default product screen. What I'm gonna do in the product screen is to get the slug from the URL and show it in the screen. To do that, we need to use a hook from React Router DOM. The name of this hook is use params. So I define params equal to use params, press tab to import it from React Router DOM. It's a function, and get a slug from params. I'm using deconstructing assignment to get the slug from params. At the end, just return a div, and inside heading 1, show the slug. Save it to format your code and go back to app.js, press Ctrl space on product screen and import it right here. Get rid of import data.js, we don't need it anymore. Save your file and let's check the result. This time, if I click on Nike Slim Shirt, in the product screen, I have access to the slug here. Click on home screen. As you see, we have page refresh when we switch between pages. Can you see the spinner here when I click? We're gonna get rid of it because we are working on a single page application and there shouldn't be any page refresh when we switch between pages. To fix this issue, we need to use link instead of anchor. Inside home screen, we have used anchor and we're gonna replace it with link. Link is a component from React Router DOM. Replace A with link and select React Router DOM here to import it and change href to 2. Copy and paste it for the closing tag and do the same for another link that we have for product name. Change it to 2 and go back to app.js for this anchor in the header. Change it to link, press tab to import it and copy and paste for the closing one. Change href to 2. Save the file and let's check the result. This time if I click on a product, there is no page refresh. As you see, there is no spinner here. And if I click on Amazona, I will be redirected without any page refresh. That's what we want. Great. In this lesson, we have added 2 routes for the project, home screen and product screen. Let's review what we did in this session. We installed React Router DOM. In app.js, we have used browser router, link, route, and routes to create routing for homepage and for product page. We created a new component named home screen to show list of products. And for product details, we created another component to show a slug in the URL. That's it about this lesson. Until next lesson, bye-bye.